How about sharing a tea card? Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. We are going to make the cutest boxed tea card. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. I am so glad that you are choosing to be here with me today. Welcome to all of my new friends and welcome back to all of my longtime friends. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. In this box is a tea card. I can't wait for you to see it. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera, give you a closer look, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a look at the actual box for our tea box. When finished, this measures 7 1/4 by 3 3/4, and it is 1 1/4 inch deep. On the inside, we have a beautiful little tea card. Now this paper is paper that I designed for another project that's coming up that you guys are absolutely going to love, but I like this sentiment that says take life one sip at a time, so I decided I would use the same paper to make the tea card. But trust me when I say the project that will be coming up in a few days is absolutely phenomenal. It's one that you're not going to want to miss. When I debut that project, then I'll put this paper on sale. I don't want to put it on sale right now because there are other options available with it, but those options will be available once that wonderful project comes out in just a few days. But what we have here is a card that is 3 1/2 by 7 with a 1-inch spine. When you open it, we have a place right here for writing the message. I added a little teacup here in the corner, and then here on this side I added some packets of tea, some packets of honey, and just a little floral spray as a decorative element. So this is a great way of sending a little pick-me-up to someone who might be in need. Again, you can replace the tea with coffee. You can replace it with hot chocolate packets and add some chocolates or some peppermints, whatever you want to put in it. But I thought that this was just beautiful as a little tea packet. So that is how we're going to use it. Y'all, this is going to be so easy to make. You can take this and make it adaptable to so many different projects and so many different things that you might want to put in here. You might not even want to put any type of a beverage item in here. You can put other things in as well. So I am going to show you right now how easy this is to make. All right, so to make the box, we're going to need a piece that is 9 3/4 by 12. And to make the actual card, we need a piece that is 8 by 7. And then I have a printed page of cut-aparts. They're 6 by 3, and I'll be using these as decorative elements on my box. And I have some scrap paper that I'll be using as a background filler. So let's go ahead and make the card. I'm using a piece that is 8 by 7, but you don't have to have what I'm using here. You can use your own papers, cut your piece at 8 by 7. I am using a heavyweight cardstock. This is that 320 GSM paper that I get from Red River. It is an 88-pound paper, and it comes from Red River. Red River will be linked in the description box below if you want to go out and have a look at some of the paper offerings that they do have. So on the 8-inch side, let's go ahead and score at 3 1/2. Let's rotate it to the opposite 8-inch side and score at 3 1/2. Now some of you ask, why do you rotate it when you're scoring at 3 1/2 on one side and 3 1/2 on the other side? And the reason why I do that is because if by chance my paper is not true to the size that I want it to be, I wanted it to be 8, but let's say it wasn't 8, then by doing 3 1/2 this way, rotating and doing 3 1/2 this way, I know that my outer ends match. All right, so now we have our card, and I'm going to go ahead and just fold and burnish on my scores. And then I'm going to take my scissors because I just want to round my ends a little bit. Now, if you have a corner rounder, you can use your corner rounder for this part as well. I do have a corner rounder, but not everyone does. So I like to show you how you can do it without those particular tools. So all I'm doing is I'm taking my scissors and I'm moving my hand in a rounded direction, and I snip. And now I have my rounded ends. I'm also going to go ahead and just take some of my Distress ink, and we're going to distress this just a little bit. Everything that I'm doing and everything that I demo in terms of how I embellish and all of that, it's optional. And if it's one of those things that you want to do differently, you most certainly can. As a matter of fact, you can pretty much tweak everything that I'm doing when I'm demoing something to you. Just because I demo it that way doesn't mean that yours will not be successful if you choose to do it a different way. Okay, so we have the card portion made. We now need to make the inside box. And I forgot to tell you the size of this. This is 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. And what we're going to do is we're going to score a 1/2 inch and 1 on 3 sides. So that's 1/2 inch and 1 on 3 sides. 1/2 inch and 1 on 3 sides. And then on the side that's not scored, we're going to score at 1. So let's go ahead and fold and burnish all of our scores. All right, so once you have all of your scores folded and burnished, it's going to look like this. So you'll have double scores at the bottom, double scores on the side, and 1 score here at the top. So here at the top, we're going to have 2 rectangular corner pieces, and we're going to remove those all together. So let's just go ahead and remove. From both sides. And it'll look like this. So then here at the bottom, you're going to have 4 squares. And all we're going to do is go up to the second score mark and drag straight down, angle, angle, and we'll remove this piece. We're going to do the same thing over here. We'll go to that second score mark, drag straight down, and then we'll angle here, angle, remove, and then we can reduce this piece. So now we're going to put it together. I am going to take my glue, and these little tabs here, I'll add glue to these first. And we will glue them together like this. And I apologize if you can hear the landscaping crew. I thought they had moved on to the other side of the building, but it sounds like they're coming back. So I am just going to put this together by gluing those little tabs in here at the bottom. Get some of this glue off my hand. And then we'll take some glue, place it here. Let's go ahead and fold that in and get it stuck. And let's add some glue right here and right there. Fold up, and we get this stuck. So I am just going to take my ruler and go inside to press that down. And then I'll just take a little bit of Distress ink and we'll distress this. And now we can bring in our jacket. We'll add some glue. And when I put this in, I'm going to put it in so that it does hit right at the bottom, but it's not sticking over. So I'm going to take some glue, add some glue like this. Then we'll take this piece and I'm just going to put it in, and I will stand it up because I want to make sure that it'll stand. Then I'll go in with my ruler and really get everything nice and stuck. So now I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap, and I'm going to cut that scrap 3 by 6, and this will be my writing paper. I'll just take some of my tape. We'll add some tape to this. And then we can take this and we'll put it right there. Then I'm going to take a little decorative piece, add some glue, and we'll take this piece and we'll just put it right there. So then I'm just going to take a couple of teas. We'll put them in. I'll take a honey and another honey. Put these in. And then all I need is a little bit of shredded paper, and I'm putting the shredded paper in. It's decorative, but it also helps to hold all of my things in place. So you can see how nice that looks. Then I'm going to take a couple of my little birdie flowers, and I'm just going to tuck one in right there. And then I'll just take one and we'll put it right there. So now you can see that we have this cute little display. I can also move my tea up just a little bit. So now we have this really cute little display. I am going to go ahead and just cover this front. I am going to take one of my little cut aparts. These are 6 by 3, and I am just going to trim off the white space. Then I'm going to trim a piece of background mat that measures 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. To take my tape runner and just add some tape to the back. And now I'll be able to mount this like that. We'll add some more tape. And now I'll be able to take this and put it on like that. How stinking cute is that? So when you open it, on the inside we have this nice little presentation. It's a great way to just send a little pick-me-up to someone. You can write your beautiful message here. Now we're going to make our box. So we have our piece that measures 9 3/4 by 12. So on the 9 3/4 inside, let's score at 1 1/4. Rotate it to the opposite 9 3/4 inside and score at 1 1/4. Turn it to the 12 inside. We're going to score at 3 3/4. At 5. At 8 3/4. And at 10. Then we are going to fold and burnish all of our scores. And I am using that heavyweight 320 GSM paper for this. So now that we have it like this, you're going to have one flap and then two flaps. That's going to be the top of the box. So we're going to move down to this end, and you're going to have this center flap here. We want to go ahead and notch out these tabs. So go to the score mark and cut straight across, and then let's angle, and then let's reduce. It'll look like that. Turn it to this side. We're going to go to the score mark, cut straight down, we can angle, and then let's reduce. So now your piece will look like this. Let's go ahead and turn it this way. We're going to deal with these two flaps here by going up to the second score mark and dragging straight down like that. And do that over here. Drag straight down to free this. Then we're going to go ahead and reduce this, and we can angle here and angle here. Let's do the same thing over here. Let's just go ahead and reduce that, and let's angle and angle. Now what I want to do is on this flap here, I want to strengthen it just a little bit. And so I have some scrap, and I'm just going to take that scrap and I'm going to place it right there just to strengthen the box. So I'm going to take my glue and just add a little bit of glue. And we're going to put that on, and I'll just smush it around a little bit to get it started on sticking. And now I'll take my finger blade or your scissors, whichever one you want to use, and I'm just going to trim away the excess. So now we have a nice sturdy flap. We can put the box together. So we're going to take these two pieces and we'll be adding glue to these two pieces. Then I'm going to add some glue here. And we'll bring this up and we'll stick it just like this. So you want to make sure that these top score marks are even going around here to the top of that box. Take my ruler, go on the inside, and just make sure that we have a good little stick on this. And now we'll do the same thing over here. So we're going to take this piece, fold it in, add our glue, and then all we do is connect this piece to this little flap on the inside, and we fold over the outside. And you're going to make sure that this top is even with this. So let's just go ahead, put it down. I'll go on the inside, get everything nice and stuck. And there, friends, is our beautiful box. I am going to take some Distress ink, and we're just going to go around and distress our little box just a little bit, or as much as you like. Then I'm going to take my Velcro dot, put my dot right there, and then we can close our box like this. Now let's open it. I'm just going to go over that to make sure that it's nice and stuck. Then I'll take my little T card. Let's put it in. You see how nicely that fits? Then we're going to close, close, and close. So on this one I used one of the small cut-aparts, but then I remembered that I have some tea ephemera, and I decided that I wanted to use this sweet little teapot on the front. So I am just going to take a little bit of my Distress ink and just go around this, knocking off some of that brightness. And I am going to put that right there using my glue. And I use Reptile for those of you who are interested. It is the only white glue that I use. I get a lot of questions. I use Reptile adhesive and I love it. So that is the adhesive that I use. It dries clear. It dries very fast, but you still have some wiggle room time. So now we have a beautiful teapot on our tea card box. It is absolutely adorable. I love it. And I am going to pull out my little tea card, and I'm going to open it so that you can see this one more time and you can see just how gorgeous it is. Just get a couple of tea packs, some individual honey or some honey sticks, whatever you want to put in yours. Add a little bit of shredded paper and maybe even a paper flower or a pre-made flower just to jazz it up a little bit. And you have something that is most unique and will be most appreciated by the person that you give it to. So I'm going to put that one right there. We're going to open this one and we are going to take it and we're going to put it right there so that you guys can see our beautiful tea cards. I know that you're going to love this because it really is one of those sweet little all-in-one gifts. And if you were giving this for a birthday or a celebration, you could pop in a gift card and just tuck it right on the inside along with the tea, and that too would be most appreciated. So I hope that you have enjoyed this fantastic way to make boxed tea cards. The boxes are custom fitted for these particular card sizes, but you can take these boxes and use them for other projects as well. So I hope that you have enjoyed this super awesome way to make a boxed tea card. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do and this is how we do it. So hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful friends, y'all please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.